because you're able to identify these things, that tells me that it's beginning to make sense to you, which is good. So for cross functionality, the ideal setting or structure of our team is we want to have a team that has all the skill sets required to achieve the goal for that sprint. And our goal, we want a goal that is value adding, not just outputs, not just tasks. We want to achieve something that the customer can use at the end of the sprint. A typical example, I like to use my phone as an example because it's just what it is. So let's assume that we are creating this phone. That is an overall product we are on. Every sprint, we set up a little piece to achieve what we call the sprint goal. So this sprint, we are looking to achieve the ringtone functionality. That's what we are looking to achieve. The little pieces of work, the different user stories that we are creating, at the end of it all, we want to put all those things together to achieve that goal, which is a ringtone functionality. That ringtone functionality now may have different sounds, different musics, different anything. So yes, but that is the overall goal. Now, we want the team to be structured in a way that we have all the skill set that is relevant to give us that outcome at the end of the sprint. And keeping in your head the phases of product development, that is what we call SDLC. It typically starts from design. We want to have someone that can design the product in the team. We want to have a skill set that can develop the work. We want to have a tester. We need to have someone that is capable of reviewing that work until completion. That's it. So I know that your question is, okay, so how does this cross-functionality work? Do we train people and all of that? It starts right from the hiring process. And as agile transformation experts, most of the time organizations don't know this. Because of the old way of working, the waterfall way of working, they are familiar with hiring people with specialized skills. You know how they do it in this Western world. You just need to know your one area and that's it. But now with this whole agile way of working, the agile transformation experts, we are coaching and guiding our leadership to start right from the hiring process and showing them the importance of getting people that are what we call full stack or cross-functional in their skill set. So we want someone that knows a little bit of everything, even if you have a specialty that is yours, but we need you to have some understanding. You mustn't know it to the core, but you need to have some little bit of understanding of everything, know a little bit of everything. That's just how it is. So it starts right from there. As they are interviewing people and sourcing people, as the interview process is going on, they're assessing you to make sure you have an understanding on the SDLC in general, and you are able to jump in and help if someone needs help. So you see, you really don't need to be perfect in that particular skill set. For example, if you're a developer, we don't need you to be 100% tester, but if you are great, we have people out there that we call full stack. They are good in all these areas. Those are the kind of people we are looking for, but in real life, it's really hard to find people like that. So yeah, if you have some understanding, we bring you in. Then as a team, as we start, so those are the two areas where we would make sure that we target cross-functional people. And then as a team, as we are working, sometimes you realize that, okay, maybe our team is not cross-functional enough. We have just people with a specialized skill set. How can we become more cross-functional so that we can be more helpful to each other? For example, if Karen is taking a vacation, we shouldn't be handicapped. We need to get going with this work. How do we achieve that? What I have done, which is now it's a scenario I'm giving you people, what I have done to bring that kind of cross-functionality to my team would be, if I identify this kind of gap, and it typically happens because maybe someone goes on vacation or unexpected leave, things happen. There was even a time when we lost one of our team members during this COVID-19 period. He died at work. That was so unexpected. So we couldn't move forward with the sprint because he was like the key person in that team. He was so specialized. Everybody would run to him for every little thing. So because of that unfortunate incident, okay, we couldn't finish that sprint. Even the subsequent sprint, we couldn't even move forward. We had to go borrow skills from other teams to get along, but we can only do that for so long. So during a retrospective event, that is what you do as a Scrum Master. This is where you come in now as a Scrum Master. Now you know from this class that your team is supposed to be cross-functional to be effective. When you see this kind of impediments or gaps, okay, you need to look for a way to close it. So during retro, I brought up this topic. So based on this, what we've observed so far, we all have observed this thing. We all have seen the challenge that we are facing because of lack of cross-functionality. How can we become more cross-functional? That was a question that I threw to the people. And we brainstormed on different ideas, and we finally agreed that, okay, why don't we set up what we call deep dive sessions weekly, where we would connect for 1 hour every week. And we decided to pick a set on a Thursday where we connect for 1 hour and then just cross-train each other based on our own specific skill set, area of expertise. So everyone thought it was a great idea. And then we identify who the action item owner would be. So my own action item was to set up the meeting, the recurring meeting. And then we came up with a strategy where I created what I call the idea backlog. And in that idea backlog, as a week is coming up, that day is coming up, I will just double check with team members, just like a quick check. It may be through email, it may be through face-to-face conversation during parking lot like this one. It may be through a Teams chat, anything. I'll just reach out to them. So who is volunteering to lead the upcoming deep dive session this week? And they'll tell you, so they'll just go into that idea backlog and drop the ideas on what they want to know more about, and the ideas on, and then people also would put in what they are very good at. And then based on that, we prioritize it, and then we start picking from that, and people would volunteer to lead the session each week. There'll be times when I will have to do it too. So what I would be doing when it's my turn is I would cross-train the team on something Agile. That's what I would do, or something Scrum based on a gap that I've identified. And as we progress, gradually, we started seeing that there was a huge change. Now, when people go on vacation, team members are able to pick up their slack. You see, it doesn't mean that they have to be perfect like that, but at least they're able to give support or weigh in so that we can carry along in our sprints and execute our goal or achieve our goal. So that is really how this whole cross-functionality thing works. That's how I have done it.
All right, thanks. That helps.
All right. Okay, so on the thing I said about delivering the right thing, delivering the thing right and delivering the thing fast. To help simplify this for you, I need you to see delivering the right thing as the what. So the product owner is the voice of the what is supposed to be done. What product are we working on? What do you need? What the customers need?